I'll be honest here. I was not ready for how hard this episode went, because Truth Seekers did not have to go as hard as it did. But it did anyways, but I'm getting ahead of myself. I'll talk more about it in this here review. That being said, roll tape! Hey pups, RP here, and welcome back to another episode review of Helva Boss. Today, we'll be looking at one of the most hyped episodes from the show's first season, Truth Seekers. Keep in mind that these are my own thoughts and opinions on the episode itself, so be sure to share yours in the comments below. That being said, let's get started. The episode starts off with two agents going over footage of IMP's past missions, and they plan on capturing them. Be it Lady Luck on their side, IMP just finished a mission close by their facilities in an attempt to capture all of them as Blitz and Moxie are about to leave. Blitz tells Luna to close the portals so she and Millie won't get captured too, and that just leaves Moxie and Blitz. They both get captured. No surprise. Leaving Millie and Luna to save the boys. And going to talk about this briefly here. While we don't get too much Millie and Luna team up action, there's enough in this episode that makes it seem like they're getting along better together as part of the company and with his own found family. And damn, Millie is an amazing badass assassin. And she and Luna make an amazing power gal team. Back with Moxie and Blitz. As soon as they wake up, the agents, 1 and 2, yes, that's actually their names, start interrogating them, which the boys end up pulling an Uno reverse card and start fucking with them, leaving 1 and 2 no choice but to leave the room until they feel like talking, only to fill the room with truth gas, causing both Blitz and Moxie to reveal and spill some spicy hot tea between each other, and also against each other, and the two start to hallucinate. For this, I'll be going over Blitz's trippy truth bomb first, then go over Moxie's. This is a new level of layers into Blitz's mind, and possibly trauma recovery of sorts. For starters, we see Moxie shifting in and out of his doodle form while speaking utter nonsense according to Blitz, and apparently in Blitz's mind, Moxie speaks with a British accent. You know what? I'm not gonna question it. And completely roasting the hell out of him. When Moxie says that Blitz needs him and Millie for almost anything and everything involving IMP, he says, I don't need you. I can do this shit on my own so easily. But, well, I'm gonna let illusion versions of Stryker, Vizarali, Stolas, and Veronica do the talking. RVA impression talent, do your work. But you don't want to do things alone, Blitzo.
You tried the solo act. It didn't work out so well.
Yet you still shoo away anyone who gets too close until they resent you for being a selfish, shitty shit fuck. Are you afraid to love people, Blitzy? Thank you. I'm here all week. Illusion Moxie states that he's afraid of intimacy due to whatever trauma and abuse he went through, but also wants it and fears rejection and being alone. With the Illusion saying he's going to die alone. That's Blitz's main fear from what I get from his trip. Being alone and having no one and nobody caring. Not Luna, not Eminem, not even Stolas, or even his enemies including Vizarali, Veronica, and Stryker, for some reason. I don't know why Stryker would be there, but again, won't question it. Sure, he fucked over Fizz and Veronica at some point in their lives, but he still probably cares about them. And if Blitz wants to better himself for everyone, including his ex-friend and ex-girlfriend, he's gonna go nowhere but up, like the residents in Hazbin Hotel. With Moxie, it's one that's related to Phantom of the Opera, because of course it is. He's a little theater nerd, little Broadway boy. I love him. Also, the animation for Moxie's trip is like a fucking Disney movie. This is amazing! But enough about that for now. While Moxie and Illusion Blitz sing in opera-style fashion, it's revealed that Moxie's obviously a people pleaser, as seen in Harvest Moon Festival, with trying to impress Millie's parents, that he's more than just a theater nerd thespian. Again, I'll get more on his character development after reviewing X's and O's and Unhappy Campers. But he's also scared of rejections and singing out his issues and calling Blitz out on his in musical form. Moxie makes the decision to be better at speaking his mind and promises to be there for Blitz, while the Illusion Blitz promises to be there for Moxie in the same way. And also the IRL Blitz too, I believe. Speaking of which, as soon as the truth gas wears off, and the two share a heart-to-heart with Moxie remembering the first day he joined the company, and Blitz telling him he did a good job, instead of saying something judgmental. Blitz explains he's hard on Moxie because he knows Moxie can do better at his work, and he does. Saying he's good with firearms, and he's a smart guy. Give me a man like Stryker, Moxie, and or Stolas any day of the week, because I completely agree with Blitz. Maybe not on the Stryker thing, but you get what I mean, y'all. You get what I mean, right? I mean, he's handsome. Right? Right? Anyway, Moxie's an amazing asset to the company, and we need more people like him in the workforce. Right after the little tender moment, the Powerhouse Girls come to the rescue. With the gang all here, Agents wanted to release the Dogs of War, and for some reason they all have weapons from Japan's Edo period, because they're obsessed with being badass. Don't ask why, not even I know the answer. And this turns into a freaking epic free-for-all, with IMP obviously getting the upper hand because they got each other's backs and are fighting together as one big happy family, which is a massive upgrade than what happened in Murder Family. Also, can we appreciate that Moxie's finally letting loose his inner adrenaline-filled killer? And the fact that Blitz has a weapon named after his dick called My Dick, and the missiles are named Pussy Destroyers. Unfortunately, even with how big of a win IMP got, they were still captured via Agents 1 and 2, putting the entire facility on lockdown, and with Luna being a hellhound, and Cadence are known to be colorblind, and the entire building flashing red lights, she can't read the spell. Plus, they used up all their weapons, and it looks like they're done for. That is until Stolas comes to their rescue, and holy, note to fucking self, never, ever, ever, ever fuck with Stolas. Ever. Don't do it, man. His reason for the sudden rescue? I have my ways, darling. You know, you could have just said the grimoire was the reason for you being Blitz's knight in shining armor this time. He does make sure his Blitzy is okay, then scolds them for being captured and not being careful, but they were caught off guard by those demon-obsessed lunatics, which also reveals nobody, not even demons themselves, take loons like Agents 1 and 2 seriously. Afterwards, Stolas opens the portal back to the office, with Blitz and Stolas planning another passionate night together, as a thank you for rescuing me this time reward for Stolas, leaving Agents 1 and 2 alone, having proof that demons exist via security footage. And with that, it's to be continued! Dun dun dun! Just like with Stryker, Verostica, and the Cherubs, we'll be seeing Agents 1 and 2 again in the future. That aside, onto the pros and cons of this episode. This time, I'll start off with the cons. While I do like the fact that Millie and Luna are working together as a tag team to rescue Moxie and Blitz, I feel like scenes with the two sharing their own heart-to-heart would have been nice. But that probably would have meant cutting time and some edges of the episode itself. Maybe in a future episode we'll see Luna and Millie interact more and develop a better relationship. For Stolas arriving to save IMP saying, I have my ways, darling. He could have made a more specific explanation, such as the Grimoire's powers, and how he could sense something wasn't right when the book was taken or opened, or something similar to that. But those are my only nitpicks about the episode. As for the pros, there's a lot of them. From how the episode plays out with Moxie and Blitz being high as hell on truth gas, while facing their own inner demons during each other's respective trips, having a heart-to-heart after coming down from said high, the addition to characters of Dork Agents 1 and 2, to the freaking animation, song, an overall badass epic IMP versus Dork agents fight in general. This is by far the best episode in the first season, next to the Harvest Moon Festival and Lululand, of course. Plus, characters like Agents 1 and 2 could prove to be a bit of a comedic obstacle, not just for IMP, but for all of Hell in general. Plus, the relationship is kin to that of Jesse and James from Team Rocket, and I absolutely love that. Overall, I'm happy to say this openly and honestly that Truth Seekers is a top tier best episode in the first season of Helva Boss. And that's the truth. As for a rating, I'm more than happy to give it 5 out of 5 classified files. With that, that's all the time I have left for this video. Stay tuned for the next review, which will be Ozzy's, the part 1 season finale of Helva Boss. I'll see you next time, pups. Take it away, outro. Thank you guys so much for watching this video and for checking out this Helva Boss review. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe to join the Pepper Pack today. Sadly, no fan art for today, but if you want your fan art featured, be sure to follow and tag me on all my social links down in the description box below. And big thank you and huge shout out to my $1 Patreon Patreon. And if you want to support me and the things I do, links to my Patreon page and Ko-fi page will be in the description below as well. Fair warning, my Patreon page contains a lot of 18+ NSFW works, so it's not for the kiddies. But don't worry, all my Ko-fi stuff is 100% safe for work and is for all ages. It's rated E for everyone, just like my fists. Sorry, I had to do that just once. And if you're interested in commissioning me, I will have my TOS commission sheet and my PayPal in the description down below. With all that being said and done, I'll see you in the next one, pups. And always remember to stay awesome, strong, and beautiful. And in the words of Markiplier, I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!